Hello guys, welcome back. So in this lecture, we are going to start understanding about the built-in sorting methods in the JavaScript, right? Which is array.sort, or you can say sort method, right? So in this video, let's try to understand like how sort works, what we need to do in order to sort, in order to make sort work properly. And this is going to be a quick video. So I think most of you guys are like aware of the sort method, how it works. So you can skip this video and you can jump into the next one. But for those who don't know about sorting method, let's quickly jump into this lecture, right? Okay, so let's see how sort works. Okay, so there are basically two ways of using a sort method, right? One without any helper function, without any callback function, you can say, right? Or one by using sort method directly. Okay, or we can say with passing the helper function or callback function into it. So here we have two unsorted arrays, right? One have the names which are unsorted, as you can see: David, Frank, E, Alice, Jack. Okay, so let's try to see how sorting works in this people names array, right? So for that, let me quickly stretch it a little bit, and I think it's zoomed enough, right? So yeah, so people names. So how can I use sort is I just have to pass it like this, right? So as soon as I pass it like this, as you can see, we are getting all the elements sorted here, right? From A to Z, right? Alice, Bob, Charlie, David, Eva, Frank, Grace, Han, Evie, Jack, right? So it is all sorted. It's working fine, right? So let's see how it goes. The same thing with the numbers. So just have a close look here. Like we have numbers 19, 10, 13, 4, 5, 7, 8, -5, -4, 3, right? So let's see how it goes with the numbers. Okay, so let's clear it, or let's just keep it here. Okay, so here we have the numbers, and then let's try to use the sort method in it. Okay, so I'm using sorting. See, so far you think like it looks fine, right? But just have a close look at the array. Is it sorted completely? So the answer is no, and let me show you how. See, we have -3, -4, -5. So far so good, right? But then we have 10, right? And then we have 13, we have 19. Then we have 4, 5, 7, 8. It is neither from greater to like largest to smallest, neither from smallest to largest, right? It is simply shuffling the numbers randomly, right? Right. So this way, so if you don't pass any callback function, or we can say sorting method inside of this sort method, then it will work this way only, and the answer lies in the documentation. So to understand like why it worked this way, let's jump into the MDN documentation of it quickly. Okay, so let me stretch it so you guys can see. Okay, so here we have array.sort method. Okay, so why like it was behaving that way? So the answer lies in here. Okay, you just have to read it. If you don't pass a comparison function into the sorting method, right, then all the elements which are there in the array are converted into the strings. Okay, and then the sort method tries to sort them as they are strings. Okay, so if it is converting those numbers into the strings, then based on their Unicode. Okay, so compare strings in UTF-16 code units order. For example, banana comes before cherry, and in a numeric sort, 9 comes before 80. But because numbers are converted into strings, numbers are converted before strings, 80 comes before 9, right, in the Unicode order. So then what happens? What happened here? So basically sort method converted these numbers into these strings, and then it sorted them based on their Unicode numbers. So in Unicode, like these comes before these, but 10 comes before 5, 4 or 5 or 7, right? That's why it was sorted like this, right? So that is why it was sorted like this. These all numbers got converted into these strings, and then they got sorted based on their Unicode, and then they got returned back as their original data type, like numbers, right? So to make it work properly, what we have to do, let me quickly clear it. We simply have to pass a callback function, we have to supply it to basically tell it explicitly like how we want it to sort, right? So let's create a sorting function. Let's say sort ascending order, right? So here what we can do, function, and then here we can pass a comma b, okay, and then we can simply return a minus b. That means I want it to sort it in the ascending order, right? So let's use this along with this function, and then let's see what happens. Okay, so number dot sort, and then here we have to pass this sort ascending order function, right? Okay, let's see what happens. Okay, minus 5, minus 4, minus 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 10, 13, 19. So as you can see, it is sorted properly now because we have explicitly told sort method to like sort it in ascending order. Okay, and we can also sort it in descending order. So there what we have to do, b minus a, sorry, minus a, right? So b is the second number, a is the first number, you can consider it as like b will be the second element, a will be the first element. So what is happening here, so in this function it is comparing if this calculation, let's say in a we have smaller number and b we have larger number, okay, so a minus b, it will return something in negative, right? So in that case what will happen, a will be our first element and b will be our second element, okay. Same thing here, a if b have the smaller number and larger number and a have the smaller number, it is giving the positive number, right? Then in this case it will be in descending order, like the larger number will be the first and the smaller number will be the second, right? So let's see how it goes with this one. So let's use sort again, and then sort descending I'll use this time. Okay, see, it got sorted in the descending order, right? 19, 13, 10, 8, 7, 5, 4, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, right? So far so good. So let's see how it works internally. Let's add some console logs. Okay, a and then b and then a, or we can say b minus a, what it is returning actually. Okay, so it is gonna, there will be a lots of console logs then, but still let's see. Okay, so here as you can see, a was 10, b was 19. So what is it? So by subtracting it we are getting 9, which is a positive number. That means we have to we have to put b in first position and then a in the second position, right? We have to basically swap them, right? So that is why we have 19 first and then 10 last, right? So again in the second iteration we have 13, which is the greatest number, and 10, which is the smallest number. Okay, so here what happened, like b minus a, b is this 10 and then a is this 13. So here we got negative number. So what happened, 10 13 was the first element and then 10 was the second element, so the sequence remain unchanged. Okay, so that is why we are getting it like this here. As you can see, if it is a positive number then the sequence will be changed, if it is a negative number the sequence will be unchanged, right? So that is the thing. So if you want you can experiment a little bit more with this. So this is all about like built-in sorting method in the JavaScript. Next we are going to see the bubble sort, how it works, what we can do to implement it, and why it is efficient, right? So we'll talk about everything in the next lecture. So this is for today. See you in the next one.